Hi, I'm Joe Ellison, and I'm back with the long overdue eighth excerpt from the third of my Snarkey Putts Paranormal Attorneys at Law novels, Snarkey Putts, The Case of the Canine's Curse, which is available both in Kindle and in paperback format. More on that later. Let's get to the excerpt. Here we are with our paranormal attorney, R. Andrew Putts, as he arrives at the dog pound. Why at the dog pound, you ask? Because the authorities have unwittingly captured his client, the wealthy real estate developer, Elliot Babington, in Elliot's accursed canine form. Putts has received a telephone call from Elliot's sister, Glynis Alden, begging him to come and help her rescue her accursed baby brother. Let's join Putts as he enters the pound. "Can I help you?" asked the man in coveralls. "Uh-huh," answered Putts. "You got a dog? A big one? Gray, like a wolf?" "A real big one? Looks like a cross between a wolf and a husky?" "That's the one." "You can't adopt that one." The man stepped behind a counter. "We're holding him in quarantine. If he clears that, he goes back to his owner." "I don't want to adopt him," Putts explained. "I want to talk to him." The man leaned his chin on his fist. "You want to talk to the dog? Have a conversation?" "No, I mean, I want to see him. I'm his lawyer." "I can see talking to dogs, but I never met one that had a lawyer." "No," Putts bounced his palm against his temple. "I'm his owner's lawyer." "Why didn't you say so?" The man straightened up. "His owner's here. Says she has to keep him company." "Good," Putts sighed with relief. "I want to talk to her, too." "I don't care which one you talk to." The man picked up a ring full of keys. "We're keeping the dog in the quarantine pen out back. This way." The man led Putts out a rear door, across a driveway, past a garage, to a meadow holding a fenced-in enclosure shaped like a Quonset hut. Outside the fencing, toward its closer end, knelt Glynis. Inside from her sat the dog. When it caught Putts' scent, it jumped up, wagged its tail, and barked. The man stopped by the entrance to the pen, a covered hallway made of fencing, connecting an outside and an inside gate. "Lady, I told you to keep away from the fence. You're not supposed to be touching the dog." "I'm not touching him." Glynis stood and denied it. "You don't want to break quarantine, lady. If we can't be sure he's clean, he'll never get out of here." Putts took a closer look at the fencing. It could hold a happy wolf dog, maybe, but it was never going to hold an angry Elliot Babington man-wolf. "I'll make sure she doesn't touch him," he guaranteed the pound man. "Don't you touch him either," the man warned Putts. "Me? I won't touch him." "Oh, no, you're a lawyer. I can trust you." The man indicated a nearby bench. "The two of you sit there. Don't go near the pen. I'm going to be on the other side at that window." He pointed across the meadow toward one end of the building. "And I'm going to keep my eye on you." The pound man took a few steps away, then turned back. "It's not that I don't like dogs, but you people with your dog lawyers, you don't know how to treat them. I want to see that dog go home, too." He kicked at a tuft of grass and marched on. "He's a decent sort," Glynis said. "A lot of people are," Putts agreed. But April sent me here. She said I had to talk to the dog, but she didn't have time to explain. She had to deal with Jack. I suppose she meant I should talk to you." "No," Glynis said. "She meant you should talk to Elliot as he is." She pointed to the sitting dog and his wagging tail. "How is your Mr. Snarkey?" "They got the bullet out of him and patched him up all right. He didn't seem too bad physically, but when I left him, he still had no idea he'd turned into a werewolf. I was going to tell him, but April sent me here. I think she told him. I make no bones about it. Glynis sat on the bench. I can't stand the man. But the werewolf's curse, I wouldn't wish that on a dog, Putz ventured for her. Yes, Glynis said, if you'll pardon the French. I wonder how he took it. Putz sat beside her. I don't think he took it too well. He shifted to the topic at hand. So, I'm supposed to talk to Fido. You can call him Elliot. It's odd. That's why I've never named him. Because I suppose over there, 4 paws, cold nose and all, that's the real Elliot. That's the little brother I love. The brother who loves me. Not that animal, that thing that walks the castle on 2 feet. Behind the fence, Elliot barked. How do I do this? Putz asked. You're asking me? April said you'd know what to do. She said it would come natural to you. I don't know how to talk to him when he's a dog. I can catch glimpses of his thoughts sometimes, but mostly I'm aware of his feelings. He likes you, I can tell that. Okay, Putz put his hands on his knees. If I can talk to Jake, I should be able to talk to Elliot. He pushed himself to his feet, then looked over his shoulder at the window across the meadow. He sat down on the bench again. I can do it from here. Elliot turned around 3 times behind the fence, wagged his tail some more, and barked again. Putz stood up, looked over his shoulder once more, shrugged, and put his hands into his pockets. Hello, Elliot. Elliot barked. What's new? Elliot barked again. Elliot, I don't know if you're up to speed on everything. Elliot barked twice. Putz glanced over at Glynis. This is sort of a one-sided conversation so far. He's happy. I can tell he's happy. That's his happy bark. Elliot barked again. Glynis thought for a moment. That's a bit like his dinner bark. Or maybe when he's lost something and he's trying to find it. Keep talking. Putz took a step toward the pen. Elliot, do you want something? Are you trying to find something? Elliot pawed the chicken wire and whined. Putz turned to Glynis. I think we're on to something. He turned back to Elliot. Elliot, I'm trying to find something too. Actually, I'm trying to find someone. You must know where she is. Adele? You've met her. Elliot growled. He dug his claws into the turf, tearing it and flinging it behind him. He's not happy now, Glynis said. Not at all. And if you want to find out what it is that's making Elliot unhappy, you'll just have to break down and buy a copy of Snarkey Putts, Book 3, The Case of the Canine's Curse, which, as I mentioned before, is available in Kindle or in paperback formats, and the links thereto are in the video description below, along with the links to my website, my Amazon author page, all my other books, and other sundries. And if you could take the time to do so, I would appreciate it if you would click on subscribe and on like down below. And if you would like to hear me read other excerpts, then click on one of the buttons to either side of my head. Well, that's it for today. I'm happy you stopped by, and I look forward to speaking to you very soon again. Thanks a lot.